the Moria delving prep for Durin's Folk, the Durin's Folk expansion specifically. I've got 3 setups ready to go, minus furnishings, because I don't want to, until I know how many I want to have in each spot for the NPCs. I'm waiting for that. So I've got this little setup with a mini farming setup ready to go out front just to feed them. This is going to be the primary delving. This is Lonai's outpost in the mines of Moria. This is my delving because it's got most ready to go in very close proximity. Of course, it's got iron and copper and some gold in here. And then there's coal just around the way over there, and then tin and silver toward the, well, tin's technically in the Orc Town, and then silver's on the way over there. And it is silver and tin and copper that way too, but it's farther away. And then this is Lonai's, kind of set up a little similar to my Ori's setup, only streamlined specifically for the ore available here. I might do the loft setup like I have pioneered at some point, but I don't know. Depends on if I feel like I need the space for how many people, i.e. NPCs I want to have over here, because this is going to be the primary mine hub, because it literally got all of the ores, the main ores anyway. We'll play smelting and even the Ufon furnace for Kazad steel. So now let's go to the Pilgrim Library, one of my favorite builds. Augmented now for being a delving because salt and resin are very close by, and I can even do iron and silver if need be over here too. And technically in the Deep Orc Warren I could do copper and tin for Shaynor if I really want to, but that's a bit of a trek for them. So I've only got the 2 furnaces because it's not, unless they're doing iron and silver down here, I won't actually need to smelt anything down here because I'm only mining salt and resin. And I've got this Ubisam tree farm ready to go. Since they are functioning like the trees were before they fixed the bug with them not growing properly, where they had the band-aid fix where they were just growing only when you were nearby. So I've got 16 trees ready to go as a Ubisam tree farm. And I got this nice little adamant set up here with adamant pillars and then these braziers. It's different than the last setup because I finally figured out how to get it to set on the floor without being a mess. So I'd probably only have like 2 or 3 dwarves down here at most, and then I got all the pallets ready to go. And then if I really need to, I got the copper, tin, and Shaynor and bronze stuff up here. If I need more space, I'll figure out a better place to put these pallets, but we'll see. Mini farm setup ready to go to feed them. And now on to the final setup, which I recently figured out. a little setup in the Redhorn lode. Honestly, not terribly far away from the Mithril lode mapstone, but it's down a stair, well, at least an under construction one, to the area right at the same depth as my Shadowwork domain. Because this is the stair, and then that way is my Shadowwork, and and that way leads to the Shadowwork domain, and then I've got the two resources you can readily get down here, ready to go. 2 things of sunstone, 1 on each side, and then a thing of star metal. I was hesitant to build anything over this way, but once I realized that it was all actually in this stair and a safe tile relatively with none of the rockfall shenanigans, I decided to fortify this little spot to ensure I had a outpost. And I made sure to specifically mine this Darkest Deeps myself, because it's kind of far away on the other side of that the tall cavern room right here. So all these Darkest Deeps are on the same level, right up ahead, just past the stair. So it is very easy, if they can traverse the Darkest Deeps and not die, they'll even be able to mine mithril down here. That's why I decided to put the mithril pallets down here, and then coal and star metal and star metal, and then the Ufon furnace specifically for all that stuff. This will be fully stocked when I need to. I'll definitely stock this with coal ready to go, and if I need to build some kind of second level for sleeping to make it easier down here, I will definitely do so. But the foundation is here, and then we got my map stone ready to go. This was the spot where I was getting 2 Drake spawns in the original seed, but now I'm only getting 1, and the over there, and then I was getting 1 over there too, but it's not here in this version. But I've got 2 Drakes that spawn, 1 in the Desolation and 1 in the upper city next to my ranger camp. The Desolation one's not far from Nogrod Forge, so I adminted those up so they are protected, so they're not going to get destroyed. So now I have 2 Drake spawns to farm scales and bones if I need them. Drake bones if I need them. This is my Lord of the Rings Return to Moria delving prep for Durin's folk. Thanks.